Valorant is what happens when Counter-Strike and Overwatch had a baby. So if you were the best in either of those games, the transition should feel natural for you. Half of the work is already done, right? Well, not quite. At least not from Overwatch. You brought the game sense, the reads, maybe even the communication part. But Valorant is asking for something that your old game never had. Because today, we are looking at a top 500 Overwatch player and a professional coach. 3 years into Valorant, and Ascendant 2 is her peak rank. All of that experience, all of those reads, and there's still something Valorant is holding back from her. There's something with Valorant that her resume doesn't cover. Let's find out what it is. I'm Bonkar, the current head coach of NRG. My job is to prepare pro players for the highest level of play. And now I am here to apply those same concepts to help you rank up too. Give orb B on pistol round and then you give your wall A. I like that. What is this? Valorant tracker by TRN.
Valorant tracker gives ranks, KD stats. And I've had it on since I first started playing and just never got it off.
Don't you think it's like a mental thing if you look at trackers and stuff instead of just playing?
On tracker, something that I mostly look is if people are dealed or trioed. So in this game, I noticed my deadlock is solo queue and 3 of my teammates are trioed. 3 of them are at least trying to play off of each other or have comms for each other. And then this game, deadlock doesn't talk at all. So if I die, I would go to deadlock's POV and comm on behalf of deadlock.
Never done it myself, but that is genuinely good. Just a thing here, when you do your Viper wall in mid, for Breeze in general, whether you do a mid wall like this, or if you do mid wall like this, tap your wall, start a round, so it goes up and down, so that the enemy team gets slightly scared that there might be insta peeks, double door, they might be walking down mid. It just creates an extra question mark on the map. They're all scaling like this, and you're playing very much in the open. Instead of playing a one and done like this, off angle, which is really good in 1v1s, you take first contact here, now you fall to this, you take second contact at this angle, and now you fall here, and now you're safe in this corner. They can't really push you. You would have probably survived, and you would have probably done damage to them. Any reason for the region Kev here and your purchase? I want to say it's a very good purchase, by the way.
Okay, so even if you take damage, region shield allows you to, in the next round, not always have to buy full shield.
But also, when you play defense, you have the option to play one angle here. And let's say you kill one and they shoot you with classics, they hit you 3 times. Now you're falling back and you're regening shield again. You basically have a passive heal all the time. You have a sensor to play with here. I would love if you just stand your ground a little bit more. Look here, they take the first peek. Most likely classics, maybe someone has a ghost or sheriff. And instead of walling up here as well, because when you wall up here, it gives them space. Don't even wall down, take some peeks. If you take damage from default here, you just fall, you regen Kev, and then you peek again. And then you pop your wall if they're running closer to you. It's almost like an escape thing. It's also one of those when you play an anti-eco like this and you have a bulldog and you're getting your mental warmed up of I am going to fight you the entire game. I'm not going to give you any space. If you want to, you can find a better lineup from spawn to be with the orb.
So I used to have one at the box, in the middle of your arrow. I don't know, jump throws always kind of throw me off. So one that I do, I can just throw around the vicinity.
Viper has 3 modes in jump throws. 1, when you space and insta left. This is when you go the furthest with a jump throw. The second step, while traveling upwards. So I press space and then I just delay it slightly and I throw it. It's slightly shorter than the insta. Then the third level is when your body is traveling downward, and that is even shorter. So if you learn those 3 levels, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to throw jumping throw lineups. Do the space insta left click thing. They go super far, the orbs. You can throw cross map orbs on every single map. But that's something you could learn. Because again, coming up here when it's only 1 second, the reason why this is suboptimal is because you are losing the first scenario here. They start here as an example. You can insta wallbang this. So you can start like this and tap for heads and spam like this, and you will get damage a lot of the time. And also if you go up here, you can just spam a little bit. And again, if you ask for a one-way smoke, you're now here, they're on the left, you're now throwing a Molotov, peeking with the molly. You lose all of that because you're throwing your wall the last second.
117 club over hill.
Going for the long flank, I like this. If you walk and you go slower, 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 you walk and you go slow all the way here. When your team is scaling site, your teammates are forcing them to look site because they are scaling towards site. Now you pounce. This is your timing. You are not allowed to play before they give you a timing. You're doing a good play, but you're stressing the decision, and now you just die, and now your flank is useless.
You will actually see me jiggle then hard hold because I do play on 50 ping. So I noticed that when I like hard peek it, I cannot react because of my ping.
High ping, it's very good to wide swing. I played my entire career with high ping as well, and I wasn't a wide swinger. I learned towards the end of my career how to wide swing with high ping, and it's definitely an advantage of how to play it. If you hold with high ping, you're gonna get destroyed most of the time.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Nice. Okay, so you have a pretty solid aim and your movement is not that great, to be honest. But your movement is very slow and uncomfortable. Going for the long flank here again. I like it. They've only been 5-man rushing, so you knife out here running T-spawn. This is perfectly fine. Let's see your timing here. Now I would... Oh. Yeah, happens. I think if you scope here and you tap instead. Because if you scope and you burst, it becomes like a little bit weird. But if you tap, you can get way more bullets off like this.
I do notice that when I ADS, like my accuracy is so much worse. And I think it's because I'm not tapping when I'm ADSing.
Could be. It depends a little bit on distance. I mean, you can hold also, crouch and hold sometimes. It depends on the scenario. But in this scenario, you should probably tap.
Can you stay in my ult just for 1 second, Sova? Recently, when I Viper ult, they would like Sova drone you, ping you, and try to push. So I asked my Sova to play my ult with.
You don't really play yourself in the Viper ult because someone else needs to play for you. You want someone in front of you to play. Because if you die, the ult goes down. If they die, nothing happens and they're still abusing your entire ult. Yeah. But I see one thing. You see, you still have your wall in your kit here. Normally, what Vipers do more though is that they do something like this. So you have your orb so you can fall to your orb here. So you don't have to play in your ult. You should try to get your ult deeper in lobby. But like here, it almost gets nothing in lobby. But if you would run up a little bit and get it in lobby, now it's a tighter choke for them to run through for you to get kills, and it's a lot easier. But this is good. So I place in front of you, you take it. Is purple outlines broken in Viper ult?
Yeah, you can actually see it so well. I don't see them very clearly on my screen as much, but I noticed that my reaction time to people being on my screen is just way faster. So anything you can do to up your reaction time.
I guess so. It looked good in the Viper ult though, so that is something for sure. What I'm showing you here is just the tip of the iceberg. And if you really want to improve, you should join my Discord. It's the place where I actually talk to my community every single day. Also, it's the best place to reach out if you want coaching or just want to learn more about the game. If you're serious about getting good, that's where you need to be. Link is in the description. Let's get back into the video. I mean, the orb has insane value there, yeah? So just a better lineup and you're good. Oh.
Yeah, that's one his like default. I've noticed that when you retake and you have this molly, it helps people swing out of the pillar area. So
it lands now, and I think someone swings right side default there and dies. The problem is a lot of the time when you rotate with Viper like this, pull out molly and you want to throw it on the floor here and they like swing you and stuff. So it's like a little bit awkward. It's a nice lineup because it goes so high up in the air and then it lands. So it's like good timing for you.
Yeah.
This fucking Vandal for me. I want a skin. Give me it now.
Oh shit, he wants a skin. Oh shit, they're raging. Oh. You're very slow when moving. So you see you have a lot of stops. Valorant is very, very like never stop. Keep moving all the time. Be as fluent and as fast as possible. Yes. Molly. Molly. Oh. Fine. Fine. You see here how you're standing still? Crouching here like this is like, but if you move, you take the angle all the time. So if they are like searching out here, now it's an opponent that's like moving back and forth and you can like do this. And then eventually you can jump the corner like that. Okay, wall up, you guys get the jet, it's good. I was gonna say, how the hell can they plant there? But it's because they have a sage wall, so, you know, makes sense. You break the sage wall, you dodge the arrow, you move around again, it's good, and you keep fighting. Should have gotten this kill, happens. Sova is Should have gotten this kill as well, but it happens. I think if anything, if you're slightly more aware of your minimap here, you delay it a little bit, let your waylay play, and then you peek. So instead of swinging, you could like start doing this. So they see your barrel, and now they're just looking towards you of like, whoa, why is he not peeking? You're very annoying to them. Showing barrel, and now the waylay's peeking. Take a look here on attack. Problem. You purchased light shields last round. Depends on ranks, but there is a lot of outlaw abusers in ranked. Let's say that the enemy team had an outlaw from last round and you can only buy light shields now because you bought the sheriff. I think it depends on map as well, but on breeze, especially in ranked, you should probably skip the sheriff so you can buy full shields here. It does make a big difference. It's suboptimal in ranked. Yeah, I mean, you have the problem, black and white. Okay. Your teammates are just rage rushing in mid all the time. I like it. Throw.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so you want to throw the orb here. I think it's fine, but the thing is you're probably hesitating because you want to throw the perfect orb. So instead of throwing the orb like this, then you just like throw your volley. It's not gonna be perfect or anything, but like just your molly being here and like maybe it tags the clove widening out here, getting vulnerable, like makes a huge difference. Yeah. Fuck perfection. Kill them. If your orb isn't perfect, maybe you're gonna get a kill because there's a gap and you know about the gap because you threw it, because you know it's not gonna be perfect and it's gonna catch your opponents off guard. Oh, God bless.
Thank you.
It's all good. Catch them off guard. Not perfect, but it doesn't matter. Okay, here, I would have loved if you just kept taking space and now you're ulting from this area, yeah?
The corner,
so
yeah.
so it's a little bit deeper. It's fine what you're doing here, but I feel like it's a little bit too passive. Yeah, so imagine you ult something like this. You could still go a little bit default. You can hide here. Your teammates, they have now a smoke here all the time, so they only need to focus this, and then you had your wall for that as well.
Player standing.
Dude. No way sticking.
Enemy remaining.
Bang! Well played. Good job. And only Sova is hyping. Bad teammates. Gotta hype. Gotta get some energy going. Winning is one thing, but winning consistently is another thing. You need a system to do that. And I've just put my entire coaching system into coaching.gg. It has agent-specific guides, aim and movement sessions, and pro players breaking down the game. The best part, one purchase gives you lifetime access to these courses. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can book your sessions there too. It is the best way to see the game the way that I do. Now, let's get back to the breakdown. Walling something like this. So what happens here is that they can go here and now they can play. But if you move it left, you're now removing this play completely. So they move out and now they're in the open. Also something you can abuse on defense if you see that the enemy Viper does the wall that you're doing. It's a really good peek on defense. That's a better wall. You see how it's slightly more left? So now you remove the angle. Ooh. Skill. In this scenario, it's not the end of the world. It's fine. You guys find one entry, you find two entries. I can see how you're hesitating here about it and you're thinking about it. You're thinking, I have the bomb. I can't do anything. Reality is, you should play as if you don't have the bomb. Your job is to scale up here and like find this kill, even if you have the spike. You should do it. You should keep scaling and you shouldn't just dive the spike plant here. You have Molly, you have Orb. Oh, he walled over it.
I knew that I had to take some space.
Yeah, it's perfect. You have to play. You can't just do nothing. Orb up. Isolating 1v1. Yes. Nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, now you can like...
One enemy remaining.
Yes! Again, you have good game sense. You understand what you need to do. Like, you have to find something here. You gotta play. You can't just fall back and play post plants. Good stuff. Now you gotta win the game. There you go. Okay, so one more thing I've seen you do. So a lot of the time it's smoked here when you're scaling B. You can even like just throw it here while scaling. So this way it removes, you know, this peek from them. And if they're peeking, they're vulnerable. And also if they're hiding, they might get tagged. If they're playing backside a lot, you can probably get it better like this. Now they can't peek out and like do these things. You force them to come left. And now because you threw the molly on the left side, you're the one scaling here. You know this. You know that there's one guy here, you know. You see here again how you stop default.
Yeah,
It's a good ult. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying you can keep going here if you want to.
One enemy
All right, we're in OT. This required a 1v4 and a 1v5. We have to win this match.
Here's some B.
Oh, should be B. Yep, one elbow kill. Perfect.
We have number advantage. Actually did call this round too for our waylay to go down elbow from B because I've never seen him do it on defense. Alright, someone has to go play B. No, we can't like leave B open. Come on.
Now they're listening, huh? Good boys.
Yeah.
Here's some B.
Poison orb emitting.
It's good.
Here's this.
It's a
We
good
have
call.
number advantage.
So do you like IGLing in general when you're playing?
Yeah, but I noticed that not all people like to be IGL'd. I usually keep it like very informational. Just throw ideas and see how like people fuck with it.
Because I know the whole IGL thing, like some people in rank, they don't want to get IGL'd and like that's fine. They want to just play and have fun. And what I usually say to people is like, just keep IGLing and like if some people follow you, maybe the guy who's never listening is trying to like add on top of it. He's just not saying anything. But do you think people tend to listen less because you're a girl and IGLing?
I don't think people like listen less. They're definitely like, I don't know, in about 100 ranked games I play, there is about like maybe 1 or 2 games people genuinely hate me because I'm a girl and won't listen. And I think like most of it, if they're saying stuff about me, is because I'm like really underperforming that game. I calm a lot as a girl and people actually do listen most of the time. And since I calm so much like and I play a lot of the games, like people notice me from like different games and said, oh, like you're like that person, I recognize your voice, and then obviously they will like vibe with you more.
You said one thing, if you're like bottom fragging these things, a tip for that I have, because it has happened in a lot of my ranked games myself. I'm legit like, okay, follow me, and I just bunny hop with knife so no one can hit me, and then I just say, trade me, showing my team like, we're gonna win this as a team, I'm gonna sacrifice myself, and then I make a joke about it. I'm a human shield. Normally what I do if I have like teammates I don't want to listen to, I just mute them in game and I just keep communicating myself. That way it's up to them if they want to listen to it or not. They already messed up the opportunity for me to listen to them.
But I think in Valorant, more often than not, people like you because you're a girl more than they hate you because you're a girl, which is kind of different from like other gaming communities. I think in this game, there are a lot more simps than like haters.
Attackers win.
What a game, huh? W as well, 1v4 and 1v5. That's a good game, and I think we got a lot of value as well that you can improve on yourself. We spoke a little bit of micro and some macro and a little bit about comms, you know, the IGLing thing. I will say I didn't touch on it too much because definitely your biggest bottleneck by far is your movement and a little bit your aim and stuff. If you fix that, your game sense, your communication, your ideas, your read, all of these things is way above like your rank. The most important thing when you rank up is mechanics. Like that's just how it is. There's Radiant people who are like semi-brain dead, yeah? Like they have no idea what to do. They're just running around and killing people. I'm not sure if you've seen my coaching website that I've launched, but I have guides coming out there. I have Leo's aim and movement guide coming out really soon, and then I also have aim and movement masterclass with Kiko coming out. So I'm gonna give you codes to those guides so you can have them for free, so you can take a look at them. I'm not sure how much you know about Leo when he played, but he was a movement based player. His aim wasn't like great by any means, but his movement was insane. Interesting thing about Kiko is that he got his PC when he was 17 years old and he was pro when he was like 22. So he went from being 17 years old climbing to Radiant in, I can't remember if he said 3 weeks or 3 months, through aim trainers and deathmatch essentially, and just pure mechanics and aims. He's very good at explaining what you need to practice on and what you need to do to get there. So they're gonna help you a lot.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Defense, very important that you play first scenario. Extremely important. I cannot highlight this enough. Here, first scenario, if you play here and you noticed instantly that they're 5-man rushing A, you calling that 2 seconds earlier is actually like a big difference in Valorant. One thing that we touched on, it was the first flank that you did like this when you stressed it a little bit. You don't decide when you're flanking when you are allowed to play. It's like the rest of your teammates, whatever they're doing. And you're playing when they have activated you. Other than that, on defense, it was pretty good. Attack, want to have the perfect utility, having the spike.
Lack of molly usage.
Yeah, lack of molly usage as well when scaling through the smoke here. As I said, like just throw this so it lands like here. It's a very simple bounce. Bing, bing, lands and it's there, or throwing it on the floor instantly here. Another thing that I touched on, because I can see when you're scaling and you have the spike on you, whether that is on A or if that is on B, you're already here thinking, I have the spike, I need to plant the bomb. Don't even think about it. You need to secure the site, you need space, you need to keep fighting. Any final questions?
I just didn't really know what was holding me back. And I think aim was like a big part. And my aim now is like 10 times different from how I was aiming like a month ago. So I think just like constantly focusing on like aim and movement. I do tend to hear that people say I kind of move like a robot, very clunky. So I think that's something that I can definitely like work on and improve on. And I do watch tons of like YouTube guides. So I can also like look and watch and try to really focus on my movement.
Most of the things with people who don't know how to move and who don't know how to aim is that they know that their movement isn't good, their aim isn't great, but they haven't found the exercises that fits them to improve. So I think with the guides that I'm gonna send to you, it's definitely gonna help you for sure. The aim and movement guide from Leo that I have is the best coaching session that I had in my one-on-one coachings ever, like throughout all years. It's the one that people see the most improvement from, and they just love it. He did it when he was playing pro, and he helped me with it as well, and it made me so much better, not coming from Valorant and these things.
Yeah, super excited for that movement guide. I think it'll help me a lot. Perfect. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. Have a good one. Ciao.